You-
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the third episode of the podcast show. Yeah, the C.A.O.S show. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching this. Honestly, if you do like this video, give it a thumbs up and share. All right. I'm here with my boy Joel. Joel, what's up?
What's up?
What is up, my man? I know we took a little while just to put this up. So
You were close. You were close to 2 hours.
yeah, it's just a lot. It was hard to, connect everything back with my brother's laptop and stuff like that. My brother's laptop is super old, so it's like a bunch of glitches here and there, and it was pissing me off. Yeah, so at least we got to eat before coming on here.
That's true. I saw it was delicious.
I just ate a cereal, and some Doritos. Not healthy at all. Yeah, but yeah, it's been a while since we did this. The last couple of weeks, I'm sure you were busy, and now I've been busy and sick.
Yeah, been working nonstop.
Yeah, so yeah, and also on this episode, we're gonna be talking about the new movie Avengers Endgame. So if you haven't watched it this weekend, please leave because there's gonna be a bunch of spoilers on this, along with a bunch of theories about it. So
Yep.
it's gonna be tragic for you if you watch this video. So yeah, should we just dive into it?
Yeah, if you want.
All right. So Avengers Endgame, man. Whoo! Dude, Jesus, I'm still fucked by it.
You went to the premiere, right?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I went. So I got the tickets the first week of April, and but by then most of like the movie times were filled because the one I was going to, it was like IMAX and it was like a really really big screen. So, yeah, most of the earlier times were full, and the one I had like the perfect seats I wanted, and it was like at 2 a.m. So it was like basically Friday.
Yeah. No.
So
I
that was
I got my tickets the same day. I just bought
Yeah?
them. I just bought them online. I went to like the 8:15 showing.
Oh, you got it the same. Well, that's different for you over there
Yeah.
because like there's hardly any population.
Yeah, and like there was still like a lot of people, but
Yeah.
we like have two theaters, so it's not like
Yeah.
compared to like the big city that you live in.
Yeah, no. When you come over here, you're gonna be like, wow, I didn't know this much people existed, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, that's why Thanos snapped his fingers.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's true though. Like, there's a bunch of stupid people out there, but yeah, man, Avengers Endgame, dude, I'm still fucked by it. Like, I'm still
It was
messed up emotionally.
it was definitely not what I expected. There was like plot
Yeah.
twists
Yeah.
every scene. But-
Well, the thing is, for me, it's because like it marked the end of some characters that played a huge role to the whole thing, and we're no longer gonna be able to see them. For most likely, I'm pretty sure later on they're gonna be like, oh, they're back or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure from this point we're no longer gonna see them, which is pretty cool because like they finally get to rest. They finally, get to live their life because each movie they made, they'll be like, okay, you have like a 3-month period to rest, and then after that you're back to making another movie.
Yeah.
So they were like just bombarded by all these movies.
Like
So
Doesn't what's the Spider-Man one? Far From Home?
yeah,
Doesn't that one come out like in July or something like that?
yeah. So it comes out of I think so. I don't know. I thought it was May.
Or maybe May.
I forgot. I don't know. But supposedly, one of the directors said that marks the end of this phase that we're still on. That
Phase
supposedly
3.
is. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I feel like this movie ended Phase 3.
Yeah. Well, a lot of
But
people were thinking that instead of that, like, oh, this marks the end of Phase 3. So I forgot what his name was, but like he had to come out and be like, no, actually, Spider-Man: Far From Home marks the end of Phase 3.
yeah. So I don't know. I'm just confused by it. But
Yeah.
this movie, regardless, it was, oh, dude, I was super sad. Like even so, I actually didn't see the first part of the movie because my hoe ass friend, my hoe ass friend, decided to order like food that you order at the theaters where they take a long ass time to cook. And that's what happened. And we were a few minutes late to the movie. And I was kind of pissed. Because, I mean, what's the point of getting, like, I, I did all this. Like, I prepared everything and all that just so we can be there on time. And yet, we were still late because of him. So, yeah, I was pretty pissed.
I mean, I would have been pissed too. Like, I'm staying up till 2 a.m. just so I could watch this movie, and then I'm gonna miss like the first scene or so. Like, I'd be pretty pissed too.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, what? Okay, something happened to my thing.
Your freaking microphone's covering the majority of your face.
I know, dude. That's because I don't want to hold the camera, so it's like you're just gonna have to bear with it. But yeah, so so you told me what I missed in the first scene.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. I mean, it fucked me up, but
yeah, I bet it would have fucked me up too. Shit. I'm so. If anyone wants to know, yes, I did cry like a bitch during the movie. So yeah, there you go. Just a bit, like you were holding it.
Yeah, I was definitely holding it. I'm like, looked at, because I had a friend here and I had friends over here. I'm just like, no, I'm not about to cry. Fuck that.
That's why I don't go. Like, if I'm gonna go with, like, if I know I'm gonna cry in the movie, I don't go with people that I'm gonna feel uncomfortable crying with. So that's why I took my homie. I was like,
it's not like I was uncomfortable. Like, I've known them my whole life, like literally, since elementary school. Yeah. When I know they weren't gonna drop it, like, cállate.
Yeah. Why you being a bitch? Yeah. You know? No. I was bawling, dude. Nah. So okay. So what I missed was when Hawkeye, he was training his daughter. Was he? He was training his daughter?
Yeah, he was like playing, like, his daughter was like shooting the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And then his 2 sons were playing catch with the ball. Uh-huh. And then his wife was like making food.
Uh-huh.
And then she asked them, like, do you guys want mayo or mustard on your hot dogs or both? Yeah. And they were like, whatever. And then he turns around and like he calls his daughter's name. And she didn't reply, and she looks back, and like it was like a zoomed out scene, and you just see like the dust of the daughter, and then he like calls her out, and like nobody responds, so like he calls out like his wife and his kids, and he turns around, and they were gone too. So
yeah, damn, that's cold. Yeah, and we all know Hawkeye, he's a fucking beast. Like, you can say like he's a bitch and all that all you want, but he's still a beast regardless.
Katniss Everdeen over here.
He's way better than Katniss Everdeen.
Oh, yeah.
She can go suck a dick. But yeah. So yeah, I had a friend tell me, like, if you're going to post this on YouTube, you got to be careful what you say. And I'm just like, bro, like, I still don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I don't care about views, man. I just care about doing this.
Yeah. It's just for the fun.
Yeah, dude, this is just for the hell of it, just to get myself out there, to express myself.
Yeah.
So, and if people don't like it, that's fine. They can hate on me all they want. And it's not going to stop me.
Like, I see their point of view, like, algorithm, and then, like, some parents, like, oh, like, I won't let my kids watch you because you cuss a lot, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then if you try to, like, fake and, like, try to be, like, this, you know, like all friendly person, people can, like, see that. Like, they'll see right through that. They and prefer then to someone that's real then.
Yeah, and they're going to hate on me even more for being like, oh, we know who you really are, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'd rather be myself here than something. Did my thing start recording? Okay. Okay. I thought it stopped recording. Yeah, this thing is really, really, really slow. And I hope this audio you can hear clearly. Because I just see, like, small lines. Like, tiny little lines. I don't see, like that. I just see, like...
Your levels might be messed up because you're supposed to, like, I'm seeing my waveform right now, and it's like, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I just see the green bar, like, going up, like, midway and past midway if I yell. So I guess I'm just gonna have to yell a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see.
Just not have your sound too low or.
Yeah, no. Like right now, I have to use one of my brother's earphones that he used for singing to hear myself. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that was sad. And then we see Tony Stark in the spaceship. You know, he's working with Nebula. It's Nebula, right?
I think so.
How do I not know this? Okay. Okay, so it's Nebula, and they're trying their hardest to, you know, keep the ship alive and stuff like that. And we see, you know, when he says, like, they ran out of food, we see just how much that affected him personally, because he was really skinny.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, that's some pretty good CGI. That's some pretty good.
I mean, it's like, how many multi-million-dollar movie?
Yeah, it was a lot of money. By the way. Yeah, I'm sorry for those who get annoyed for me vaping on here. I know.
You got called out for it?
Yeah, no. I'm calling myself out because I got annoyed. I got annoyed rewatching the thing. I'm like, dude, stop fucking vaping.
Addiction.
Yeah, but so yeah, that touched the heart a little bit. When what was her name? Captain Marvel finally found them. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
They went back, blah blah blah. They tried to figure out, oh dude, when Tony attacked Steve for not being there, dude, I was pissed, dude. I was like, you little bitch, dude.
Of course you would, you freaking Captain America fan.
Yeah, well the thing is, it's not his fault. It's your fault for splitting up the team. Like, sure, like, he's the one who took the course where, like, he didn't want to be into the thing, but that's for the right of good, you know what I mean? He was doing it for a purpose, and Tony was just being like, oh no, you gotta respect the law, like, being, you know, like that goody two shoes type person.
He has millions to protect, dog.
But yeah, dude, I was just like, bro, like, he was fighting, he was out there fighting too, man. Like, even if he wasn't with you, he was still here back on Earth, trying to protect it. You know, because you fucked up, so now he has to take charge.
Okay. Now, when I think it was in take one of the last episode, like, that I was in, that, like, I quoted part of when they said, like, oh, we'll lose, and then Steve was like, oh, well, we'll do that together.
Yeah, and we'll do that together too.
Yeah, and then he, like, freaking rubbed that in his face. I'm like, oh shit.
I was like, oh fuck, like, damn, that's cold. That's cold.
Well, guess what?
But yeah,
we lost.
Yeah. But I think it was pretty cool how Pepper got her own suit.
Yeah.
And then Tony has a family now.
What was that, like a birthday gift or something like that?
No, so he made that to protect her because his purpose in all is to protect everybody he loves, which is why he didn't want to go and fight again. So so when
he didn't want her. I think it was more like he didn't want her. It's like what he had now, like his daughter, and all of that. Even though like he wanted Peter.
No, yeah, that was especially it that he had a daughter and stuff like that. And she, by the way, that little kid was super cute. Like she was really, really cute, and it's very rare for me to say because I hate little kids.
You just see your door flung open up.
So
FBI, open up.
I was like, wait, what? Somebody knocking on the window? But yeah. No, that was.
The scene that really fucked me up was when he was about to die.
What do you mean?
And then, like when he snapped his fingers and he was like,
and he was like he was like in shock.
Yeah, and then what is it, Pepper?
Yeah, she was like,
"We're gonna be okay."
Oh, dude, that fucked me up.
Like, you can relax now, and then you just see his light turn off. I'm like, fuck.
Dude, I was like, I was so devastated. Like my like everybody had different reactions. Everybody was like, oh, I was okay with him dying. And I was like, fuck no. Like, I I don't want Captain America to die, but like, I know Iron Man is a huge part of the MCU, so why would you want him to die? Like, come on.
Fan.
And everybody's like, oh, well, he was a prick. Well, like, sure, he was a prick, but he was doing his best.
Yeah.
He was the real hero in the movie. In the whole thing, he was the real hero.
Can you tell it was sponsored by Audi, though?
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of Audi car. Yeah, that's pronounced right.
And it's funny how, like, you know how, like, Captain America in the first Avengers, how he said Tony, he's always looking for that shortcut.
Yeah.
You know, saying that he's never the one making that sacrificing move. Well, that was his like moment where. Yeah. Well, no, the Avengers movie was.
I think he did that more like because you know how they traveled to the quantum realm, like they were like in the past.
Yeah.
And like he was talking to his father or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then like I think the dad says like, oh, like you would do whatever for like whatever it took. Like I forgot what exactly he said.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, like to like protect your family or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like he said.
So
I think like that was kind of why. I mean, besides everything, on top of everything, but
I don't know. But yeah, I think that was crazy. That was really, really sad, especially when Peter.
Mm-hmm. You know when I told you I wasn't feeling so good? Well, I think I passed out because I woke up and you were here, and then that doctor, it's like, somebody's come up. It's like it's been 5 years. They need us, and
it was like 5 years.
And then he just hugs. He's like, oh, this feels nice.
Yeah, dude. I was like, yo, like, you can tell they had that father.
Yeah.
But yeah, that devastated me when that happened, when he snapped his fingers, and even though it was a beast move, it was like beast, dude.
I don't know like what happened at your in your theater room, but like when Captain America got Thor's hammer.
Oh, dude, I was about to say that, dude.
Everybody went wild, started clapping, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, dude, I got up when I saw that. So first of all, you know, when Thanos got Thor and was like about to stab him with his own fucking sword, which by the way, Thor, go fuck yourself for being a little bitch. Anyway, so yeah, he was like about to kill him, and then you see the hammer move. And I was like, is that Thor? I was like, yo, go get him, Thor. But then it hits Thanos, and then you just see it go back, and you see Captain America catch it. And once I saw that, I was like, I grabbed my friend his arm, and I was like up my seat. And then you just hear him say, I knew I was worthy. And I was like, oh my God. Oh yeah. I was just like fucking
Didn't even Thor was like, it's like, I knew you were worthy or something like that?
Huh?
Thor, didn't he say like, I knew you were worthy or something?
No, that was Captain America.
That was Captain America?
Yeah,
okay.
Captain America was right after he grabbed the hammer, he was the one that said, I knew I was worthy. And the thing is, so what I want to explain to everybody who doesn't understand, by the way, we don't have the answers for everything because there's a bunch of theories out there, especially with this movie, because it has to do with time travel, and there's so many theories with time travel. And the thing is, what you have to understand with this movie is that it's not just time travel, it's more like parallel universes, if you understand that, you know, like instead of them traveling into time, they travel to a different dimension.
Is that what the quantum realm is?
Huh?
Is that what the quantum realm is?
In a sense, yeah. So what they made it seem is that they're going back in time, but really they're going to a different timeline. That's what they're doing. They're going to a different timeline, but it's just a parallel universe. So that's what you need to understand. Because everybody's been asking about, isn't it supposed to be a time machine, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, like, you have to understand it's a parallel universe. Yeah. So, like, they had questions like, oh, if they did this, doesn't it affect them in the future, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, dude, like, you're not getting it. But anyways, yeah, so I went crazy when Captain America started not only to pick up and bring Mjolnir? I don't know how do you say Thor's hammer? I always forget the name. It's like Mjolnir, something like that. Not only was he able to call it, but he summoned the light, like the powers of it. Like he was able to use the lightning. And that should tell you a lot. Like, that should tell you a lot alone. Like, how beast he is.
But he dead now.
No, he's not dead, but he's retired.
He old
which I actually really, really love how they did that. It's just really sad for me that... Because I knew at the end of the movie that we're no longer going to see the characters. We're no longer, or actors, I should say. We're no longer. So Scarlett Johansson, we're no longer going to see. Robert Downey, we're no longer going to see. Chris Evans, we're no longer going to see. So people didn't get that. And people were like, oh, I'm okay with that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, no, you don't understand. It's not going to be the same no more.
No.
It's going to be something completely different.
Like the same, like the characters you're used to, like
like the people you're used to seeing, you're not gonna see no more. So it's gonna be somebody else, like Sam.
Like buckle up for something completely different because
So Sam is gonna be the new Captain America, and to explain to everybody who were confused as far as what happened to Captain America at the end of the day, at the end when he went back into that other timeline to return the stones and Thor's hammer. So what happened is that, and this correlates to why he became worthy of the hammer. At least this is my theory as well. So what happened is that he went back in time. Well, the first time when he first went back in time, when he saw Peggy, you know, he was super close. And he saw like, okay, I can just walk in there and I can start a new life. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I can start a new life. And yeah, like Captain.
Like whatever's going on over there, like I can.
Yeah,
be
like
happy.
Captain. He can be Captain America, like the Captain America, in that universe can still continue to be Captain America, and all I had to do was just like change my identity and stuff like that, and live my life the way I want it to. And when he realized that, so let me go back to Age of Ultron when he tried to pick up Mjolnir, something like that. Thor's hammer.
The hammer, yeah.
The hammer. Let's just say the hammer. When he tried to pick it up, everybody saw he almost picked it up. And the reason is he is worthy, but at that moment or at that time, the fact that he's a soldier at that time, that's all he was. He was just a soldier. He was always ready for war, and there was nothing more about him. And I can prove that because he said, I think it was Civil War. No, it was that same movie, Age of Ultron. At the end, I think, when Tony said that to Steve, so what do you have planned? Like, what are you gonna do? And Steve's like, I don't know. I'm like, having a family and stuff like that, having security, having a happy life. A guy like that died 70 years ago, or went in the ice 70 years ago.
Yeah.
So, at that time, he was just a soldier. Like, that's all he saw for himself. So, fast forward to when he went back in time, he realized he can have a life, and that's when his whole like mentality changed. So he's not just a soldier anymore. He has something to live for, and that was the reason why he was able to pick up the hammer, because not only does it have something to live for, he's worthy now. He's fully worthy now.
Yeah.
So I think that was really awesome, and I got that the instant he picked it up. The instant he picked it up, I was like, everything connected. So that was really awesome. I was the craziest one there in the theater because I got off. Yeah, I got off my seat, and I was like clapping. I was like, oh yeah, dude, it was an epic moment. That was an epic moment. And then what else? So was that? So yeah, so he lived his life. So we lived his life, and the reason we see him go back, like we see him instead of like him traveling back in the machine, we just see him 100 years older. And people were asking like, oh, how come he aged? How come, this isn't the super soldier serum supposed to keep him, young and like regenerated? And the thing is, no, like, yeah, sure, he can regenerate his cells and stuff like that, but it wasn't meant to keep him immortal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everyone can see, like, Captain America, he was hundreds of years old, but the thing is, he's pretty, like, he doesn't look like he's 100 years old in the movie. So, that's to show you, yes, like, he's not immortal, but he does age slowly. So yeah, I think it's really awesome. Yeah. So I think it was really awesome that they had Captain America live his life. I think that was really awesome.
I just can't imagine that conversation. I was like, aren't you supposed to be in the ice?
Yeah. So that too. Yeah. So the reason he was able to look young and such, like in the periods, of like Avengers and stuff like that. The reason is because he was frozen for like what was it, 50 years?
70.
70 years. So he was frozen for a long time. That was so
7 decades.
yeah. So the only the serum didn't help him stay young. It just helped him stay alive while he was frozen. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's with that. But yeah, that's. I was bawling when after that when they showed him living his life with Peggy. Oh, dude, I was like, dude, my boy, he got that. He got that. Yeah, and it's funny because Bucky knew the whole time.
Who?
Bucky? Okay. Winter Soldier?
I probably missed like a movie from Captain America.
The guy with the metal arm. It's Steve's best friend. Who is it? Oh my god, Jesus. Oh my god.
I'm not a super fan like you.
Oh my god. Okay, so the guy with the long hair who was shooting with the metal arm.
Oh, that guy.
Yes. That guy. That's Steve's best friend.
Irrelevant.
That's Steve's best friend. And before he was going back in time for the second time to return everything, he looked at Bucky, and Bucky looked at him, and Steve was like, "Don't do anything stupid until I get back." And Bucky was like, I was like, "How can I? You're taking all the stupid with you."
Oh yeah.
And that was a funny moment for me because Steve said the same exact thing in the first movie, the first Captain America movie, when Bucky was going back to war. Steve said, no, Bucky said, "Don't do anything stupid until I get back," and Steve was like, "How can I? You're taking all the stupid with you." So that was just like a funny moment for me, and I feel like I was the only one who got it. I don't know.
You probably were. I definitely didn't get
it. Yeah. I was definitely probably the only one, the only nerd there. Yeah, dude, I think it was really epic. And then they were looking at each other, and then Bucky gave him the nod, meaning he knew what he was going to do the whole time. So he was going to go back and live his life. And then by the time he comes back, so this is confusing. So like when he went back into that timeline, he lived his life. You know, it was separate from their timeline. So whatever Steve was doing wouldn't affect their timeline.
Yeah.
But by the time he was able to, he didn't travel back in time, but like by the time like both timelines connected back, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like both timelines connected back to that same moment. We see Steve 100 years old, and you know he lived his life and stuff, and Bucky knew when he was gonna be there that he was gonna give the mantle or the shield to Sam, even though in the comics it was Bucky who became Captain America first after Steve, and then it was Sam. But I forgot why.
Irrelevant.
It was, huh?
Because he's irrelevant.
Yeah, I forgot why they went that route with Sam being the Captain America, but I'm pretty sure later down the road, Bucky's gonna be Captain America or something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's pretty interesting. I'm just sad with the I'm still sad with the whole Black Widow, Iron Man, and Captain America being out of the picture. Even though he's not really out of the picture, but to me he is.
He's basically out of the picture.
Yeah, he's basically out of the picture because I don't care who you give the mantle to, he's still out of the picture.
Yeah.
I need a drink, guys. I'm sorry. I need a drink. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to open this. My brother told me to wait for this, but... but what were you going to say?
Your brother's just like...
It's like, who drank my shit?
No, I can't believe Hawkeye try to like sacrifice himself, and I'm just like, dude, you have a family.
But the thing is, like, he's always been the one making the sacrifice and move. That's what you have to understand. He's always the one willing to sacrifice himself. So, at that moment, like he already accepted it.
My question is like, didn't they already know like what it took to get that stone? Because when they got Thanos and like he didn't come back with Gamora or anything.
Yeah.
And they like had him all like pretty much in a chokehold.
Yeah.
And he like didn't he say like, oh, like someone you dearly love has to be sacrificed in order to get like the sacrifice stone or some shit like that?
Well, yeah, a soul for a soul.
Yeah,
that's what it said.
And that's when what was the dude from Galaxy called? The human
Star-Lord? Star-Lord?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what his fucking name is. That's when he went mayhem. So like, wouldn't they have already know what it requires to get this? The
sort of. But the thing is, like, they weren't there for like to see that Gamora came back. You know what I mean? Yeah. They weren't there with them, so they were the people who were out in space looking for Thanos or going to Thanos. They were the only ones who knew. Or Guardians of the Galaxy were the only ones who knew. So in this movie, Rocket was the only one that knew that the sacrifice.
Okay, never mind. I was about to say something, but then you had already explained it. So yeah. It was gonna be like when Nebula.
Oh yeah, Nebula was the one too.
No, but like when old Nebula was like getting the stones from was it Hawkeye? Yeah. Like when and then Gamora and the current Nebula like showed up. Didn't the current Nebula killed her past, like the past her?
What do you mean? Yeah, because she killed the past her, but the thing is, like she's from a different universe, so she doesn't die. Yeah. You know what I mean? She doesn't die. It doesn't affect her timeline. It just affects the other ones. Because Nebula dies. So, that was dope. I think that's ballsy that she killed herself. That was ballsy.
I mean...
Yeah. I would have done... Like, if I had someone... Like, if it was me... You know? I'd be like... Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, bro. Clap. Pop, pop. We do pop, pop. Yeah. So, yeah, man, this movie was just really, and it really broke my heart to see my boy Hulk. You know, he didn't get to tap that, man. He didn't get to tap that.
God damn it. I like the scene was like when they went back to like New York, and like that Hulk was destroying everything. Like you should probably like destroy a thing or two. Yeah, it's like, don't worry. He's like he's like
he's like boom. I was like, bro, you need to try a little harder. It's like might as well just not try.
And then like when he went to go get the what was that, time stone? The green one.
Which one?
The green one.
Yeah,
Wasn't...
the time stone.
Yeah, it's like, we just waxed the floors and blah blah. And like, it's like, I'm not asking. I'm here to take it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. I at that moment I was like, bro, like you shouldn't have said that. You're stupid. Like you're stupid for saying that.
Freaking salt just comes out.
Yeah. No, it was when Thor was going. Okay, no. Let's go back to the Hulk thing. So yeah, I think that was pretty stupid how he did that. Like, no, I'm taking it. I'm like, dude, you're stupid. Like, you don't just do that. Especially when you don't know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he learned his lesson. But it was pretty cool how he was able to convince her.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty cool. But no, so let's just go to Thor. You know, he's fat in this one, which is I think that was pretty funny.
He got that beer belly.
Yeah, I think that was pretty funny. People didn't like it. They're like, "Oh, I don't like it," but I'm like, it's kind of
deal with it.
Yeah, but it did get pretty old when shit like was hitting the fan. You know, at that moment I was like, all right, let's go back to the old you. Let's go back to like when you were a beast.
But I mean, think about it. It's been like 5 years.
Yeah.
And he's like all sad, all, you know.
Yeah, so he spent all those years just dwelling on like the mistake he made where like he should have gone for the head supposedly.
It's like, what did you do? I went for the head.
Yeah, like I went for the head. So it's like that was funny. I was like, I went for the head, man, but I was like, dude, like it's too late by now.
When they hacked into Nebula's what did they call it? Like her memories?
Yeah, her memories.
Yeah, like because they were like kind of like mixing because they were like they were in their universe, so that was all.
Yeah, no.
And then like they see the memory of like when Thanos like gets his head chopped off.
Yeah.
And then what did he say? Is like that's my destiny or some shit like that.
Yeah. So
that's my destiny.
Yeah. So that's my destiny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like yeah, you were right. You still died.
Yeah. No. When Thanos was right there, dude, it pissed me off when Thanos came back. When Nebula brought Thanos to that timeline, I was so pissed off. I was like, you fucking roach.
But I mean, it wasn't their Nebula, so.
I know, but I still hated her. But, yeah, like, I got pissed off when the ship started shooting.
Yeah.
And I was like, no! My boy Hulk! My boy! Yeah, but yeah, but it was dope that they survived. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, so
Ant-Man.
Yeah, so I was talking to one of my friends, cause he's not a super nerd like me, but he is like interested in the whole like comics thing, like how it all correlates. So he like investigated in some of the stuff. And I was asking, I was like, how come in Infinity War Thor was all OP? You know, he was all like OP, like a beast when he came back with Stormbreaker. How come in this movie he was a little bitch? Like he was like
Thor?
Yeah, Thor. 'Cause in Infinity War Thanos had the gauntlet. And, you know, he was like, he was like shooting, I say, I don't know, shooting at Thor, and Thor just threw his hammer, and it went like through like whatever the gauntlet was shooting out, and it stabbed Thanos in the chest, and I'm like, why couldn't you do the similar thing? Like, how come you can't be a beast like that in this movie?
Well, I mean, because 5 years has passed, and a lot of things happen in 5 years.
Yeah,
he's not strong. He hasn't been.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Like, he was saying that that it was because like since he was like dwelling and all that, he like still had the fear, and that he wasn't as strong as he was in that movie. And I was like, okay, I mean, I guess, but that
was he trying to like save his mother or something like that?
Yeah, he was trying to save his mom. I think
like
that
when he
that
went back to
yeah, I think that was a good touch. How he got, his mom caught him.
Oh, the future has not been well to you.
Huh?
The future has not been good to you.
I was like, yeah, she's right. She's right.
It's like, wait.
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
I was like, what are you doing? He's like, sometimes it takes a second. And he takes it. He's like, I'm still worthy, bitch. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
I can't do it.
Dude, that was hilarious when his mom said he's like good, she's like, good luck and eat a salad once in a while. I was like, yo, yeah. Savage. And nobody laughed at that part. Nobody laughed. I was the only one laughing at that part. I was like, wow, y'all motherfuckers are really like that?
Because people are sensitive.
No, because people are because they're little bitches. That's all they are.
Yeah, people are sensitive. Like, oh, he made a fat joke.
Exactly. Like, oh, you can't accept him for him, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, she's used to the other.
Yeah, like, come on. When you have somebody who's been fit his whole life and then all of a sudden he becomes fat, yeah, it can be a game changer for people.
When girls say that they want a Thor, but then he shows up.
Yeah. The only Thor that girls can get.
And I'm not trying to cut it short, but my thing showed up about now my phone's about to die. So
yeah, I guess we'll just end it here. It was really awesome talking about this. I really, really loved it. I love how everything fell in place. Even though there's a lot of plot holes into the movie, I'm sure we're gonna get answers from the directors and stuff later, in the following months. So just be patient.
All that they do is for a reason. It's like maybe now it won't make sense right now, but like in a future movie, you're like, yeah, oh, that's why they did that.
Yeah, and then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, and sure they might not have answers for everything. Some of it might be just for the movie, but regardless, it's still a masterpiece. It's still a really, really awesome movie. So, anyone who's watching this right now, thank you for joining. Please give a thumbs up. My boy Joel, follow him. Thank you for joining, man. You the OG, no bro. You the OG. You're the only one that actually commits to this. So I thank you for that. Yeah, so those of you who are watching, please give a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to. I don't care. I just the least I can ask you is to share. That's all I can ask. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys, and see you next time.
Peace.